If there's one thing I've learned from today, it's that life is a marathon for real.
Go! Yeah! You got it! Let's go, guys! Let's go!
Each of us have a different starting point. Each of us have a different journey. But we all have similar goals, and we all have an overarching goal, which is live life.
Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut.
Yeah,
I was
let's go,
stuck inside
run
a rut. Played the game, made bank, moved G.
All right, so we're heading into the next location of the Twin Cities Marathon. Hopefully you can listen to me because it's a bit windy, and honestly it's like chilly. It's really cold right now. It's about 60-ish degrees and wind, so around 50-ish degrees. Marathon already started. I thought I saw Eliud Kipchoge because at the first there was a bunch of runners, obviously the ones that are running really fast, and he looked like one of them. But then I looked at the footage that I had, and apparently there's an app that you can track the runners, and his name wasn't on the list, but the guy looked really similar, and I thought it was him. But yeah, we're on our way to the next location, and yeah, it's a really fun marathon.
So take it from me, I got some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I finally lived to be the guy that I was dying to be. Still I got some trust issues, people laugh through their teeth. The more I grew, the more they hide in the crease. Squad building, weak members get released. If we try to compete, starting pitches need to achieve, but it's time for me to leave. Picking dirt right out the cleats. Steep path, roadblocks in the streets, trying to knock me off my feet, cause the devil never sleeps.
We're at mile 15.5, halfway through the marathon, so this is stop number 3. We couldn't film, I filmed stop 2, but didn't talk to you guys to check in. But yeah, we're at the third stop, mile 15. Let's see if we can catch him and see him. And after this, we're gonna go to the finish line.
So I don't sleep too, and trying to breach safes that I didn't have the keys to. We all been victims of trauma we ain't agreed to, but the sun comes after, starting up a new chapter.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back and focus on what's in front of me. Everybody dates a number, but I'm still here loving me. I know that God got us all in good company.
We're done with stop 3. Now we're heading into the finish line, which is about 10 miles marathon race wise. So we're driving over there to catch him. Hopefully we can get him before he gets to the finish line. We probably will, but it's always nice to see and encourage them to keep pushing. At the finish line. The finish line is right over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right over there. That's where the finish line is. So they're coming from over there, running right over here, up to the finish line. Right there.
Go, boy! Yes, sir!
We're heading to the finish line. Our boy is done with the marathon, 26.2 miles in under 4 hours and 30 minutes, which is a really good pace for being his first marathon. Now we're gonna meet him at the finish line. Let's get it.
Good work. This is the only way they can come
For coming out, guys.
Absolutely, buddy.
Good job. You feel like it's dead?
My leg is dead. I was about to post something at the end.
Right, like another day, another dollar.
I was struggling.
You want to go up there and take some pictures?
Yeah, I should. And then I'll do so. I forgot to bite it.
Ready?
closer, Mom, or no?
What would you say was the hardest part of the race?
Like pulling almost a muscle and stopping at mile 17, 15, and yeah, just pulling through that. But like, so when you stop, you just like feel like you want to quit, but once you stop, you realize that like you already signed up, so just keep going.
So the first 15 miles were kind of easy?
Yes, because I've trained all that time, but then after a while, I didn't train more than like more than 10 miles like for a while, probably like the last 2 months at least.
Yeah.
And I've been so busy, but now that it came to it, I was like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Right, and you were at a pretty decent pace.
Good
like
pace.
we were tracking you on the app. It set all the splits.
Yep.
How much you did a 5K, 10K, 20K.
Yeah.
And you were like going, and then I think it was mile 20. I think that's when they told me that's the most that you've run. I was like, all right, this is gonna be the
that
stretch.
was like when I had to stop at the end at 20, but then after 23, 24, when I saw, I was like, oh, this is easy. Actually, I could do it. I even saw a guy, he stopped, and I told him you could do it because he was like having I actually saw a lot of mile 22, 23. Everybody was mostly walking around that time. But then I was having a hard time. But when I reached 25, that's when I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, literally 1 mile
and then
left.
I thought I was going to pull something right here, too. I felt that, oh, my gosh. But I was like, pain is irrelevant right now. I'd rather finish it.
So do your legs hurt a lot? Like, what area of your leg hurts?
So thighs, back of my thigh.
Calf, right?
Calves,
Yeah.
thighs, too, for sure. The back of it, both of them. And then mostly thighs, but other than that, it's like just whole thighs and calves.
No upper body or back?
No back or no upper body.
I mean, for a first-time marathon runner, 4 hours and 30 minutes, bro, that's tough.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good, man.
That's good. The race mostly flat, or was it
Oh, there was
up, down?
There was a lot of uphills. There was a lot of uphills. But it was fun though because it gives you more challenging.
Yeah.
And the part that was cool about it was that it's from Minneapolis to St. Paul, so that was cool to see everything, you know?
Yeah, the scenery. And then you see people around with signs.
Signs, a
I
lot.
don't know if you saw the Minion.
You know that? Huh?
There was someone dressed in a Minion, like jumping on the side.
I didn't see that. A lot of mascots. I didn't see many times. I saw only twice, probably.
Yeah.
There was beer. Why don't we get beer?
Boy was locked in.
I was locked in.
He was locked. He had the hoodie. It was like, what is Rocky Balboa? You were like,
Yep.
din, din,
Or
din, din.
Muhammad Ali.
Bro, also think about the weather.
Oh, it was cold.
It was cold at 8 a.m. They start at 8 a.m.
The whole summer, I practiced only in the warm weather. So I was like, damn, it's gonna be cold. I wasn't prepared for that. And so in the beginning, I was geared up. And I was running in the summer like with a hoodie and stuff. I just take it off later. But then this like was the outfit that I never wore. So maybe I wasn't comfortable running in this, but it was a good challenge, yo. I like this.
And the good thing though is that they finished, so they started the race at 8 a.m. and it was cold and windy, and they finished the race, or at least he finished the race around noon or 12:30.
Yep.
And it's sunny, less windy, but warmer weather.
Warmer weather for sure.
Today we saw my girlfriend's brother run the Twin Cities Marathon, and I can't help but notice the amount of people that ran the marathon. And you could see, different age groups, different stages in their life, different paces, different joy and attitudes. And it makes you think about life in general, being a marathon. You're on this road with thousands of people, in this case millions and millions of other people in this journey of life. You're on your path. There's a finish line, which could be conceived as death, or finish line of the marathon, and you got obstacles. You talk to yourself throughout the process, whether you can do it, whether you can't, whether you should quit or you should keep pushing. You have people encouraging you on the sides to keep going. You got this, dig deep, run, because Trump is running behind you. But everything aligns with what life is. It's a journey. It's a journey that, although it has a finish line, the 26.2 miles of the marathon, that journey right there is what makes the finish line and even beyond the finish line meaningful. As we go from stop to stop, trying to find the best place to put ourselves and be there to cheer on the runners, but also cheer on my girlfriend's brother, I realize all the people that have different signs, you know, cheering their family members, moms, dads, brothers, friends, grandfathers, other people, random people. You know, you would give out energy, they would be, you know, grabbing onto that. It made me think about how a lot of us don't realize that life is happening as we speak. You know, we tend to get too locked in on work, and we tend to get too, you know, overwhelmed with not being where we want to be, when in reality we are where we need to be, and that's living. You know, the journey, the marathon, this life is an experience that has its highs and lows. It has its obstacles. It has the people that are going to cheer you on. It's going to have the people that are going to doubt you. It's going to have you talking to yourself during that entire process. And then when you get to the finish line and understand that everything that you went through, the preparation for the marathon for months and months on end, to going through those 26.2 miles, maybe by yourself, maybe with someone else running with you, pacing with you, it makes you think of, you know, the journey. You know, as much as the destination is cool, the journey, the fact that you went to trials and tribulations, the ups and downs, almost getting a cramp at mile 15, or thinking that you're gonna quit and you kept on pushing, or you were walking and then someone encouraged you on the side and you decided to step up your pace and finish strong. All those things, man, are the stories that we continue to tell, are the stories that we eventually in the future will tell our friends, our loved ones, our kids, grandkids. That's what today was about. There was a lot of human energy all throughout Minneapolis and St. Paul for the Twin Cities Marathon, and it was inspiring to see people from all walks of life coming together, running or cheering the runners on, people that have, you know, prosthetic legs, people that didn't have any legs, people that were blind, people that, you know, were just walking or running, like whatever stage they were at in life or wherever their circumstances were, they were there for a purpose. They were there for something higher than themselves. And I think a lot of us should draw inspiration from other people's stories and other people's drive. And that's what really touched me today, seeing, you know, the families cheering on their friends or their loved ones, and even cheering on other people, you know, and those runners getting that energy and getting excited and pushing. All that makes it, you know, it's inspiring, right? It's inspiring that we get to live this life, we get to experience it in a way that makes it meaningful and makes us appreciate it even more through the struggles, through the doubts, throughout the journey and throughout the marathon. And we get to the finish line and there's people that love us, people that cheer for us, strangers that are saying, great job, you're killing it, or you killed it. And just to see humans interacting with other humans in a positive way in a world that we're currently living in, where there's a lot of wars happening, there's politics going on, there's division, a lot of things happening. But amidst all of that, there's always common ground that humans can come together and celebrate other humans and inspire other humans and motivate other humans. And that is what the marathon was for me, honestly. I wasn't running, but I got so inspired, so motivated to sign up for a marathon because I've never ran a marathon before. I think the longest I've ran is a 5K. I've never done anything like that. I think after seeing, you know, Oriah go through the marathon, listening to his experience, seeing other runners, other people, you know, their family supporting them, their friends supporting them, I'm thinking, wow, this could be a great opportunity for me to challenge myself and see what I'm made of and see and do something that I would never think that I would do in my life and run a marathon. That's life. And I'm excited that I was able to experience that today. And yeah, now we're back at the apartment, relaxing. It's been a long day, honestly. We woke up early in the morning at 6 a.m. because the race started at 8 here in downtown Minneapolis. The race ended or at least Araya, and did at around 12:30. So we went to like, I believe 2 or 3 stops from 8 a.m. to 12. So we also felt like we were running a marathon, going from spot to spot, finding, going through traffic, and it was a very hectic day. But I think it was really nice to be there for him and push him through and have those posters for him to kind of dig deep and find, the purpose and that drive to continue to pushing forward, even when you're in your head or even when you're halfway through the marathon and your body starts to kind of give up on you. You can just say one more mile, one more step, and go from there. And I'm glad that we were able to do that. And now just in relaxing for the rest of the evening. I need to stretch because all that walking, I didn't run, but bruh, I feel like I ran the marathon because my legs, I almost did 10,000 steps, but I need to stretch because yesterday I did legs, and I'm gonna for sure feel it tomorrow. So I'm gonna stretch and relax for the rest of the evening. But I wanted to touch base with you guys because it was special to kind of see people from all walks of life come together under one space and support one another and support strangers and give them that energy that they needed to push through and finish the race. And even, there might be people that don't have any family members there. They're there by themselves. For them to have other people supporting them and encouraging them gives them that drive, gives them that, that energy, that gas to push through, not only for the marathon, but push through in their own personal life. So if you're in your own life feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're struggling to find your way or do what you need to do or enjoy life, just know that I'm here to support you. Just know that there's people, strangers, that are there to support you. But more importantly, you got to support yourself. You got to make sure that you're talking to yourself in a good way, making sure that you understand that there's going to be trials, there's going to be tribulations, but you're going to push through. I know that you got this. We got this together. We locked in. So I appreciate you. I'm going to continue the Sunday reset, relaxing. For now, I guess I'll see you next video. Peace.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, moved G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword, swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the